Georgia with Creative Moments by G. So happy you could join us today. We are going to be working with Heartfelt. It's a new stamp set that you can purchase starting January 3rd. And how do you purchase that? Well, you're going to be using this Handmade for You mini catalog, but we can't tell you what's in it until January 3rd. But there are some fantastic stamp sets and materials that I know you're just going to love. But the great thing about this is January 3rd until March, if you purchase $50 or more from this catalog, you get to order a free stamp set from here. Oh, it is so exciting. I've already purchased all these materials and I just love the stamp sets. And one of the stamp sets from the mini catalog is this one. So let's head over to the crafting table and let's get started creating this beautiful Valentine design. 3/4. Your second mat is going to be 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Your third mat, and I want you to look at this very carefully, is going to be 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Look at that. Look at that detail. We used the embossing folder. That we used was swirls and curls. Oh my goodness. Can you look at the depth of that embossing folder? Oops, where is it? There it is. Oh, just gorgeous. And then we used our punches. These punches are just gorgeous. And if you buy this along with the stamp set, you get a 10% discount. What a bargain. So, let's put this guy together. I just think you're going to fall in love with this just like I did. The first thing we need to do is go ahead and we are going to glue down our first mat. Now the first one we'll glue down. The rest of them we are going to raise up on dimensionals because it just gives it that added depth. It is so nice. And you don't have to use a lot of glue. Now, I can tell you what I normally do is I normally punch out something right in the center so as not to waste this paper. But today, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it just like that. But you can always do that. Go ahead and punch something out in the middle, and that way you have it for later. I did that on the other cards. And just kind of hold it down. Okay. And we are going to make this a portrait style card, not a landscape, but a portrait. So the next mat that you're going to lay down, you're going to use dimensionals. So we're just going to pick up some dimensionals, and I'm going to put 5, 1 on each corner, and then 1 in the middle to give it that stability that we need. And I'm going to use my poke tool so that I can take the backings off and not have to worry about it. Oh, they're just flying off, aren't they? My goodness, usually they stick to the pokey tool, but not today. Today they just want to fly off. So we are going to center that. And as you can tell, we have a 1/2 inch so that we have that big, nice border around the entire card. The next one, we're going to set it up on dimensionals, the embossed part. And just to show you what I did, I thought maybe I wanted this to be a color. So I went ahead and I colored it. Isn't that gorgeous? But it really didn't match the color scheme that I had going, but you can bet I'm going to save that for our next card. So we're going to set this up on dimensionals as well. Once again, I'm really going to push that in too because it really is raised. So you want to make sure and push those dimensionals in so that it gets in all the little crevices. And go ahead and take those off. The backing. Just center it again. Now what we've done is we've taken our designer series paper and we have punched out 2 coordinating hearts. And by that I mean one heart is a little bit bigger to give us that border that we need. So we want to go ahead and we want to glue this one down. I think we're going to set it up on minis. No, I think we'll set it up on minis. I think that I really like it when cards are raised. It gives it that added dimension, and it's so pretty. And I am going to go ahead and stick one in the middle just because we don't want it to cave in the middle. Okay, we're going to get that right in the middle. There we go. And now we're going to just kind of look at this. Where do we want this? We know that we're going to have a message. We're going to have a message down here. And what we did, we went ahead and we took Thanks for the Laughs. This is the cutest stamp set. And we are going to put You're the Best on the front and on the inside. How did I get so lucky to have a friend like you? I just think that is so pretty, don't you? So what we need to do is get our white piece of paper that we're going to be stamping on. And I'm just going to bring in our little stamp piece of paper. And you can take a scrap piece of paper. Okay. Just going to take a scrap piece of paper, and we are going to, I think we'll do it in black. We're going to take one of our acrylic blocks and just get You're the Best. Okay, so we're just going to lay that right there and get it straight. We're going to just very lightly stamp on our, we are using Memento Black to give us that nice stamp. And let's just see how that stamps. Very nice. Now we're going to stamp it just kind of in the corner because we're going to cut it. We're going to have to fussy cut it. Very nice. Now we're going to fussy cut this, and we're going to look at our card and see about how big we need it. We're going to put it about right there in the bottom. So we are going to cut straight. And we are going to flag the end of it, right? We're going to cut a little V out. And the way to do that, there's a little trick. You just cut right down the middle, and then you can just cut right into the middle and pull it out. And then just cut right over here into the middle. Pull it out, and you have your little flag. I'm going to cut that a little bit. There we go. And so it's going to be right there. We're going to raise it up. You know what I think I'm going to do, though, to make it stand out even more? I'm going to go around the edges a little bit, just ever so lightly with cherry cobbler. So I'm just going to go around the edges just a tiny bit, just to give it a little teeny bit of color. Not much. You really don't need much. Just something, just a little bit, to kind of set it apart from the embossed. Just a tiny bit. Okay. I know you think, well, you can't see much, but you'll see it does make a difference. Kind of helps it stand out. See? Just like that. Now we're going to need mini dimensionals for that. I'm going to put this right here. Then I'm going to take our hearts, and we are going to set them up on dimensionals. And I'm going to get our big dimensionals for that. And I think I will put, I'm going to put 4 to really give it that extra strength that we might need. I'm going to put it right there. Look at this. Now we have one last thing to add, a bow right on top, right? Now, I want to show you a little something. We just bought this Bow Easy. It's made in the U.S. It is so nice. Makes your bows the same every single time. I'm going to do a video on this, but if you're interested in getting it, you can go to the description below, and I have a link to Amazon so you can get it there. But it is so nice. It makes the bow, the same bow every single time, consistently. And that's what I like, right? We want it to be consistent. So what we need to do is get our glue dots and just take it off, just like that. And put a little, whoops, trying to come up. It got stuck on my finger now. And just put it right there. Look at that. Now we still have to stamp the inside, right? So what we're going to do is just open that very carefully. We're going to get our acrylic block, and we're going to get our words that we wanted. They're over here. How did I get so lucky to have a friend like you? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to use our Memento Black again. And we are going to just ink this up. And I always like to, on a new stamp, because this is a new stamp, I like to just stamp it off just to make sure it's exactly the strength that I want, and it is. So we're just going to just kiss it. And now we're going to make sure we don't get any red on it, and just put it right in the middle and hold it there. Oh, I just love the font on that. Don't you love the font? Oh my goodness. Look at this card. I'm telling you, I love this stamp set so much that you can do. You don't just have to make a card. You can make other little crafts. We are going to make another craft in another video that uses this stamp set. You're going to want to watch that. But for now, don't you like this? I love the message. What you can also do is you can decorate your envelope. Punched out a heart and just put it on the front. Isn't that cute? Very simple. You don't have to do much, and it will make it through the mail. So let's look at this card. We have this one that we made today. Here we go with the envelope. Now we made this one earlier. Look at this. We used a wobble. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to show you how to make this and use the wobble. It's so cute. This says, love you lots, from my heart to yours. So pretty. And what we did is we also covered the envelope. Isn't that pretty? And then we have one more. Another landscape card. We used that little bow maker. So nice. From my heart to yours. Aren't they beautiful? I just think this is such a nice stamp set. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Would you do me a favor? Would you please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel? I want you to go out and have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.